We've got some questions for you. We're going to start with Brent Zorneman from the Houston Chronicle.
Hey, Kellen, with obviously you're going to get drafted and everything, but have you given any thought at all to coming back for another season? Have you thought that through at all?
I've thought about it, and it's kind of been something that's talked around the locker room a little bit. But I think just where everybody's focus is, we just want to win this game. We want to finish off the season strong, and then kind of move on from there and decide what everybody else is going to do.
Gotcha. How do you want to, when your career is over at Texas A&M, how do you want to best be remembered?
I think early in my career, I wanted to just leave this place a lot better than, where I came in. And, I could definitely say so far from the season that I've had and, the impact that I've made on other people, whether it's on the field or off the field, I've, had a huge impact on a lot of people. And, so, that was one of my goals that coming to A&M, and, I definitely think I've done that already.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next question is from Travis Brown from the Bryan College Station Eagle, and then we'll go to Chuck. No, we'll go to Zach.
How have things been different in preparations for this game with the shorter period? I know coaches really hype up how important bowl practice is, especially for getting those young guys going. How has things kind of been different in preparation for this game?
For us, preparation has been the same. Same type of film that we watch. I think just a little bit longer period of time, just because we have 2 weeks from our last game instead of playing one Saturday, then starting that Monday for another Saturday game. So I think just the only difference is just a little bit longer period of time. So I think we have a long because of this long period, we're able to have a deep dive into what North Carolina does and study a little bit more than usual.
Is there any perks to having an extra day or extra days in College Station instead of getting out to Miami for a full week like y'all normally do?
I think the way that we're doing it is really good now. Just obviously, I think the last thing that all of us would want is us getting down there and then something coronavirus pops up and then not being able to play. So I think just with this odd year. I think that the changes that we have to make are, beneficial for, what we had to do to finish off the season really strong.
Thanks.
Next up is Zach Taylor from WTAW.
Yeah, Kellen, with you guys getting so close to the CFP and missing out on that, do you come into this game feeling like you have something to prove to the country?
I think our mindset each and every week is that we have something to prove, and I don't think it's anything to prove to other people, but we just want to continue to get better as a team and continue to grow. And I think that's just the main thing in our mindset each and every week that we play.
And how difficult is that though to get over kind of the hurt of missing out on the top four?
I think it lasted less than a day. But at the end of the day, you got to move on, and you can't let it affect, the way that we play North Carolina.
Thanks.
Our next up is Chuck Carlton from the Dallas Morning News, and then we'll go to Jordan.
Kellen, a couple times during the course of the season, you talked about changing the culture. And do you feel that this season has gone a long ways toward changing the culture of the football program at A&M? And how important is it to put an exclamation mark on this season in the Orange Bowl?
We definitely have changed the culture. I think, I think I said at the beginning of the year, just the combination of, some of the veterans that we had and, some of the younger guys who we have on, both sides of the ball. I said that combination, can be, lethal, with one change in the culture, but also, our on the field play. So, I think in the past, everyone kind of wondered, will we be able to win big games and how we will do in an all SEC schedule. And, I think we proved most of those doubters wrong. And, each and every week we're just continue to grind on and off the field with, studying the playbook, studying film. And, we just want to come out here and play another good game.
All right, let's go to Jordan McPherson from the Miami Herald, and then we'll go to Mike Lucas.
Yeah, hey there, Kellen. You've spent the last 3 years with Jimbo Fisher as your head coach. What's been the biggest thing that you've learned about him during your time with him? What's the biggest thing that he's taught you about yourself?
I mean, yeah, we've definitely spent a lot of time together. I think it's probably the one person, that I've ever met who is so passionate about football, and probably can be even more passionate than, probably all the players that he's ever had. Just because, players, we have school and all these other things to focus on. But I mean, from probably 7:30, 8 in the morning to late at night, he's doing something football related, whether it's watching film or probably like some type of recruiting. So, I mean, he's probably one of the most passionate people about football that I've ever met.
All right, let's go to Mike Lucas from KAGS, and then we'll go to Pranav.
Hey, Kellen. Yeah, I don't want you to look too far ahead, but this will be your last game in an A&M uniform. Has that kind of sunk into you yet? And if so, what kind of emotions come along with knowing that this will be the last time you put on the 12th man uniform?
I mean, it kind of feels a little different, and something that me and a couple other seniors talk about. But I'm excited to be able to finish off the season and just really maintain this level of focus and finish off the season strong for one, myself individually, but also this team, and finish off the season really strong. And a lot of people didn't really know what we would do in all SEC schedule, and like I said, I think we proved a lot of people wrong.
Thank you.
And next up is Pranav, and I don't know where he's from, but then we'll go to Owen Buchanan.
Kellen, I just wanted to pick your brain. What's kind of your mindset going into Saturday's game?
Same mindset every week, to study the film, understand who you're playing, just pretty much go into the game, trust yourself, trust your eyes, and just play football. I don't think there's any complicated recipe that I can come up here and tell you. Just go out and play the game that you love.
You touched on this earlier, but in terms of you guys just being so close to the playoff and just barely missing it, in terms of how do you feel in terms of college football playoff expansion, in terms of 8 teams or 12 teams in the near future?
I mean, I think every time something has changed, everybody always wants to change it to something else. I think, when it was 2 teams, everybody wanted to go to 4. And then, now we're at 4 and everybody wants to go to 8. And probably if we get to 8, everybody wants to go to 16. So, honestly, I have no idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're trying to stay on 10-minute windows, so we've got time for a couple more questions. We'll go to Owen Buchanan, and then we'll finish with Charlie Mickens.
Hi, Kellen. A lot of teams that are ranked 5th have seemed to not be as focused or intense in their bowl games. The teams that just got left out of the playoff. I think Georgia, Auburn. I'm sure you feel like A&M is focused. So tell me why is it going to be different? Why is A&M in your mind? Do you think that they're going to be that your guys are going to be focused and taking this game seriously?
Because we always want to have the same level of focus no matter what game we're playing, no matter if it's week 1 in the season or in a national championship. Coach Fisher always talks about building national championship habits, and no matter what game that we're playing, I think that's what's important. So we want to be able to do that, and whether we're number 5 and got left out the playoffs or not, we want to play the best that we can.
So you sense your guys are all focused and going to be intense and ready for this game?
100%.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Charlie Mickens, and then we'll try to squeeze in Chris Heidel.
Good afternoon, Kellen. When you look at the North Carolina defense, what is it that you see who impresses you on that? What numbers you see impresses you on that defense when you look at them?
Obviously, Chad Surratt was one of the guys who, obviously impressed a lot. But obviously him opting out, going to have, another guy who's got to be able to step up. But, I think just as a whole entire unit, I think they play well together. And, I think they play, with a lot of speed, and I think that their coach does a really good job schematically. So I think just on our end, understanding, what exactly we can get, and, just stick to your base fundamentals and stick to your base rules, and just, pretty much just play football. I don't think there's going to be anything that's overcomplicated, but we feel like on our end we've seen so much football. We just got to play and react and just trust our eyes.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll wrap it up with Chris Heidel from Herb FM.
Hey, thanks for taking my question this morning, Ken. Talk about the North Carolina defense. Is it the same thing? What do you see? Because they play in the ACC. What do you see? Are they similar to something you saw in the SEC and defense-wise?
I would say the closest thing, probably schematically, is Arkansas, and Arkansas, who we played, and kind of posed some kind of fits just with the front that they were playing, but I think that playing in the SEC and kind of playing against some of the top talent and so many different schemes, I think we're kind of we can go against a four down team, 3 down team, and just pretty much trust our rules that Coach Fisher has instilled in us.
Thank you.
That's all the questions we have for you, Kellen. Thank you.